Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse is a comedy horror movie. The movie starts with basically this janitor, and he's just having a good time cleaning up this facility. Well, seems like at this facility there is some strange shit happening for sure. And as he's cleaning this room, he comes upon this guy who is clearly infected. Well, dude dies in front of him, tries to bring dude back to life, not knowing that he's infected. Dude comes back as a zombie. And yeah, basically it starts this zombie apocalypse. Fast forward to the main characters, these three scouts that basically are trying to recruit people for their troop, and they fail. Basically, at this school, everybody thinks they're losers. And yeah, one of them is about to receive the highest ranking, which I can't even remember what that is in this movie because it's definitely not Eagle Scouts, because I assume they can't do too much with Boy Scouts for copyright reasons. That's why it's just called Scout's Guide instead of Boy Scouts. Yeah, and so they go on this camping trip. Well, at this camping trip, they decide they're going to basically ditch their friend that's getting his award and go to this senior party that they was invited to. And from there, basically just all hell breaks loose. They leave them and they go to basically get liquor and change, and they notice that the strip club doesn't have this bouncer, which was previously mentioned earlier in the movie. So for some reason the two decide to go in there, and yeah, zombies start attacking, and the rest of the movie is just them trying to find their friend, escaping zombies, and there's this secret senior party that they were invited to, but it turns out they were pranked and they were given the wrong address. But it is now up to them to find the real address so they can save everybody at this party. And that is about the movie without too many spoilers. So, my review to Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. And fun fact for anybody who cares, which probably no one does, but this movie resonated a little bit with me just because my whole life I was actually in Boy Scouts. I actually am an Eagle Scout. Man, really made Eagle Scouts proud, right? But yeah, so just kind of resonated with me, thought it was funny. But just in general, besides that, the movie was pretty good. The acting was pretty good. The practical effects were pretty good, but it was like kind of a combination between practical and CGI on the zombies. Like some of them looked CGI and others looked practical. The comedy was pretty good. There was some pretty cool spots with like them making the weapons. Just all in all, a really enjoyable movie. But yeah, since it's a comedy, that's basically the most important thing about the movie, is how they're able to make horror funny, and it wasn't bad. There was a couple funny parts. The old guy with the dick, the chick in the boobs, there was just a couple good funny parts in this. I mean, it was funny, but those were like the funny ones for me that stood out. So yeah, I mean, all in all, pretty enjoyable. Production was good. Everything was good. This is not a bad movie at all. Surprisingly, it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And it has halfway decent ratings. Yeah. So my recommendation for Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, and I would definitely recommend this movie because, I mean, it was pretty good actually. From humor to the zombies, just all in all, really, really good, honestly. The writing wasn't halfway bad. Now, this has nothing to do with this movie, but geesh, I'm kind of getting sick of all the zombie comedy movies. That's why I kind of think Feast is just one of my favorite. Obviously not spoofs, because this isn't a spoof. So, when it comes to the spoofs and parody movies, obviously Scary Movie is just my favorite. But when it just comes to horror movies that have a comedy aspect, I still think Feast is just the reigning champion. That's just my opinion. Oh, God. So, yeah, definitely check out Scout's Guide. Pretty good. Definitely recommend.